Hello viewers, welcome to the BC Radio 1 News, bringing you this coverage from the Republic of Ireland. I am your host today, Evangelist B. I wish that this very discussion today would have been a live broadcast, but as things are, you know that I have been working and struggling to get my channel or studio very comfortable. People complain about the audio. I want to make it very pleasant to my followers and my friends and well-wishers and brothers and sisters. I am working towards trying to put every component together to make sure I can speak and you will be able or should be able to hear me clearly, and the video will be crystal clear, that everybody will have the pleasant feeling when you are watching it. But notwithstanding, we are making progress by the special grace of God. Like I said, this is BC Radio 1 News, bringing you today's edition of update as regard to the oppositions of Biafran struggle. Like I said, each and every time, anytime that I see anything that is detrimental to the struggle of Biafra, any ugly head that is raising or eyebrow that is raising against the restoration of Biafra, I will come to my channel and bring it to the public domain. I will air my own opinion, and I will also advise our people on what I think is the best, but the final decision is rest on an individual to make their own decision on what they feel, what they want, how they feel we should go about it. But I want to warn every one of us in the southeast and southeastern Nigeria that if there is any mistake that the South try to betray the Biafran struggle, as most of them did during Nigerian Civil War, it will be a disastrous situation or phenomenon to them. They will regret it to the rest of their life. I am using this opportunity to advise our brothers and sisters in the South to remember what is happening in Nigeria today is as a result of the 6 million Biafran that was murdered in cold-blooded. God Almighty is punishing and requiring the blood of his children from Nigeria. And Riverline people are one of the people that collaborated with the enemy to slaughter the Biafrans. But we, Mazina and the Kano, have come to form a bridge of connection to reconcile things and to bring reconciliation. But it seems that those machineries that have been planted by the British government in the South Nigeria and by the Fulani oligarchies are working hard to subjugate and put under their foot their innocent people. I mean the minorities among them people, I mean the common people, peasants, the communities, people who does not know the politics or what they do in the politics of Nigeria that a person from a certain region will represent himself or herself as a representative of people. But in the real sense, they are not protecting those people, but they are using them as a money-making instrument to be able to benefit for their own personal individual benefit and their family members alone. And this is one of the things that prompt me always to make my video to expose this thing. You may not like the way I speak. You may think that I have been indoctrinated by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. No, I have my own reasoning. I have my own thinking faculties. I have understanding. When I look at things, I use the Bible methodology. I mean the concept. The principle that God laid down in the Bible, I use it to judge things. And I use philosophical means, ethics, in conjunction to be able to distinguish what is right and what is not. And also use logic in trying to determine falsehood and rightness, what is right. So without wasting time today, like I said earlier on, I wish that this video is an interactive one whereby people will call in or people will be making their comments, sending to me. I'll be seeing it live here. But like I said, we are trying to improve our audio system, audio output to give you a pleasant feeling when you are listening to us. And also to make this channel to look very professional, of which by God's grace, we are working on it. This is BC Radio 1 News, bringing you the gospel of restoration of Biafra from the Republic of Ireland. My name is Evangelist B. And BC Radio 1 News stand for Biafran Christian Radio 1, that brings you the news and the gospel of redemption of Biafra. Without wasting much of the time, I want you, please, the one good thing you can do for me to encourage me when you come across my video is to kindly, please, share this video right now. Click the share button and wire it to your friend. It doesn't disturb you. If you just share it, and you will come back again and continue watching what you are watching. Share in the Instagram, share in WhatsApp, share in Telegram, share in Messenger, share it in Facebook, and also share to your friends in YouTube as well. My Instagram handle is Banago at Instagram. That is BARNAGORH, Banago. I encourage you to follow me in Instagram, because sometimes we have problem with one social media outlet there and the other you have to switch. If you are connected with the people with different apps and different social media, you will not get lost. So I encourage you to do that. And please, when you look down the front of your screen that you are watching me now, at the right side, you will see a subscribe button. I want you to subscribe for me. The reason why you are subscribing is that whenever I have a new update, that update will come to you immediately. And you will be able to be notified earlier than others who are not my subscribers. And if you look at the right side there, you will see something that look like heart, hash color. It's called notification bell. Please click it to highlight it. And it means that whenever I upload new video or I'm doing video live, it will give you pre-information, pre-notice that I am coming online. And also, if you like this video, please, I would like you to signify by giving me your thumb up. this is your thumb, or click like, right? And that it means you are encouraging me to do more. And I will be bringing you more of that, because we are researching and we are looking into Google and Googling out things to find out any detrimental something, any obstacle to the restoration of Biafra. We tackle it immediately. This is what we should be doing. That is the way we are working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As he said, tweet when I tweet. Follow me, tweet. I am doing it every second that I see any tweet he made, I do it. So that's why I'm telling you to share this one. Because today's discussion is about the saboteurs, the British machinery that have been planted in the South Nigeria, and they are trying their best to jeopardize the struggle for Biafra. So if you don't like the video, just if you click don't like, please make your comment and tell me your reason why you don't like what I said. So I will look into it and see if it is something reasonable that I can amend by buying your idea, because we are all here to learn. So without taking much further time, my name once again is Evangelist B, bringing you the gospel of redemption from the Republic of Ireland. In today's topic, I am going to dwell or deliberate on the argument I saw on Niger channel that is presented by Mazi Ezeke, the man called Mazi Ezeke, who interviewed a lady called ANNKIO BRIGGS. ANNKIO BRIGGS. This is one of the British missionary residing in the South Nigeria, causing confusion. A woman that is old enough to advise children very wisely, but she puts her belly first in front of her and in front of everybody, and deceiving the gullible. This interview was conducted with another of her kind called Mazi MEFOR, a doctor of, I don't know what it is. He says he's a doctor, he's a professor residing in Abuja. He's an Igbo man based in Abuja. And they talk so many things and air their opinions. And in fact, they are anti-Biafran. I followed their discussion one by one. And I make a note, lists of points that they raise, which by God's grace, I don't want to miss any one of them. You bear with me when I will be looking on the notes, so that I will give you a detailed information based on what their arguments is and what they think is the solution for our freedom. So bear with me as we go on. This is an argument by ANNKIO BRIGGS, a woman that is residing in the southeastern Nigeria, South Nigeria, eastern part of Nigeria, with Mazi MEFOR, a professor that are based in Abuja. They said IPOB are Biafrans. Mazi MEFOR said you do not need to accept anywhere or be registered in any organization like IPOB to become a Biafra. Number one, he said Biafra as a thing of the mind, that it is something that is in the mind. That means he's trying to say that Biafra is in the consciousness of every person that is in the eastern Nigeria. That's what, according to his words. Biafra is a thing of the mind. He said people who want to be free, people who want to be free are the Biafran. That means Biafra are people who want to be free. Okay. And Biafra is an abstract. Something, abstract means extracted. Something that you got from something. I don't know why. I don't understand why Biafra is an abstract. You extracted Biafra from something. I don't know why. While even in the archive, in the Google, Biafra, they said, has been existing for thousands of years. I don't know where the Biafra is extracted, why he termed it to be an abstract. Right, let's continue. He said Biafra is an absolute freedom by all means. The reason why I want to deliberate on this issue is because when you listen to him and follow his relics, and you think that when they use their political terms to confuse things, you think they are supporting the Biafra and you are giving them the attention that they don't deserve. Biafra is an absolute thing, which means undeniable, which means something that we cannot undermine, something that we cannot trample underfoot. Let's go on. Mazi Dr. MEFOR said, Biafra is old former eastern region of Nigeria. That means he's trying to say that every Easterner, every ethnic group that is in the eastern Nigeria, they are Biafra by nature. Try to understand his argument. You don't need to include them into any organization like IPOB for them to be a Biafra. But I want to know that does he want us to run a state of anarchy where there is no government, where there is no organization, where there is nobody trying to conduct or coordinate or bring people together to educate them, to harmonize things, to come into terms on agreement for us to achieve or have a meaningful achievement to our objectives, whichever way he wants us to achieve the Biafra? I don't understand. If he said that every Easterner are Biafra, I agree with him. But let's go on. You will see where he contradicts what he just said. Every Easterner, former Easterner, is a Biafran. Then he talked about a book he wrote. He wrote a book about Biafra and about the state of Nigeria. And he said, a Biafra, Nigeria, a peasant revolt and dilemma of Biafran struggle. A peasant, the title of the book is A Peasant Revolt. A peasant revolt and dilemma of Biafran struggle. This book is, I haven't read the book, is literally trying to say that, trying to tell Nigerian government in his book, maybe, that there is a need to restructure. If there is no restructure, probably in the future, there will be mass revolt. Ordinary people like Mazen Nandekana and us come out. We came out and begin to revolt. That's what he said is the content of his book. That is his book anyway. Then another point there he raised that what the struggle ought to be and what it should not be. and why we will not get to the destination, that means achieving Biafra. This is the content of his book. Yeah? What the struggle of Biafra, he's trying to explain, educate us in his book, what the struggle of Biafra should be or could be, how we could handle it, and if not handled very well, we will not be able to get to our destination. All right? It's making sense, but let's continue. Remember, he said that Biafra is a thing of the mind, that every Easterner have the consciousness of Biafra, and that nobody should be engaged in every organization in order to be a Biafra. But he forgot that he is a Nigerian. All right? He's a Nigerian. And supporting the party system of Nigeria. That people, what is a party? Party is an organization of ruling class, politically, or organization of elites that have the knowledge or what it takes to lead a nation. That is what political party is all about. It's an organization. You cannot participate in that political party without formal registration as a member. You cannot go to a church. You might be coming to a church and they allow you because church is an inclusive organization that doesn't segregate at anybody, at any person. But the church doesn't take you seriously as a member until you put your name in the registration form and submit it. So that when the government asks them how many members you have, they can be able to tender it. It is an organized system of running organization. But this man told us that you don't need to be a member of IPOB because they are trying to deceive themselves, not the masses. He mentioned something about the peasant revolt and revolution in his book. He's talking about if Nigeria is not restructured, there could be a peasant revolt and there could be a revolution. And he said, also agreed that the step that IPOB is taking now is a form of revolution. He mentioned about Mazi Wazirike Mosop as one of the people that have been in front before, that have come before IPOB as a form of revolution. And they did it to an extent and they paved the way for IPOB to emerge. So he's trying to give credit to Mazi Wazirike, which I am not denying anyway. Now, Dr. MEFOR again accused IPOB. This is one of the things that made me to make this video. Dr. MEFOR accused IPOB has not mapped out geographical map. He said IPOB have no clue at all who is Biafra and what and who belong to do. In fact, he has no definite geographical map, what we call the map of Biafra, who are inclusive in Biafra or are part of Biafran ethnic group or region in Nigeria. Remember that in his statement, as I read, if you take observance, that he said it is a thing of mind. It's something that is embedded in our consciousness. It is something that you don't register to be. That every freeborn of the former Eastern Nigeria, remember he said the old Eastern Nigeria, all the people in the Eastern Nigeria residing there are Biafrans. and that Biafra is there in his own, and the ANNKIO BRIGGS consciousness that Biafra is in their mind. This is where it is too technical for some people who don't understand the technical term that the people are using, and they use it to deceive people. That's what I try to explain here. Biafra is in his mind. All right? Biafra is every person that is in the geographical map of the eastern Nigeria are Biafra, according to his statement. But now, he is saying, accusing IPOB for not knowing the geographical map of Biafra, that Mazi Kanu have not. You see, what he's trying to do now is complicating two things. Biafra is the former eastern Nigeria. Every member of that, every ethnic group in that region is Biafra. Now somebody is talking about Biafra, and he said that he is making mistake. Who is this Biafra? You have not made clear in that eastern Nigeria, which he said that everybody is a Biafran. He wants to demarcate between the southeast and south-south. That's what he's trying to do, complicating things. These are men who think they are intelligent. These are the men that are based in Abuja, selling us in Abuja, looking for contracts, looking for crumbs that will fall from the Hausa Fulani. I'm talking about Dr. Professor MEFOR. I hope you are taking note of my argument to what this man is saying. That Mazi Kanu have not come out with a geographical map of Biafra, right? And he mentioned that IPOB Mazi Kanu is not carrying, has not carried the south-south and the south-south and southeast along. You see where they are complicating things. Number one, Biafra is a thing of the mind. Number two, Biafra is every person that is residing in this former eastern Nigeria. Now, Mazi Kanu have not geographically mapped out who are supposed to be in Biafra. Now, again, the same people he said they are Biafran. He said the south out, he's now demarcating, separating south-south and the southeast, making them a different people. You see where he's going? This is confusion that they are putting to the mind of the people that the Fulani herdsmen are killing every day. To deceive them that they will not understand the technical know-how or how this politics works. And you think that negative against Mazi Kanu and the IPOB, that, oh, we are South-South. This is a man that is an Igbo man. And it's an Igbo man that started the cause of Biafra. It's an Igbo people that named the name Biafra. And it's an Igbo man that tried to reconcile all the people in the former eastern Nigeria, that we are one. And some of them, like ANNKIO BRIGGS, we are the people who fought against it. People like Edwin Clark. People, you see me, for many years now, I've been following Edwin Clark. I see the politics, dirty politics is playing. I have been writing in Facebook that Edwin Clark is he is the one that is controlling Niger Delta Avengers. You see, all this militant, Edwin Clark is behind it. He's the one using them to make money from the federal government for his own personal use, for his own family. And look at Ijoland. Look at people living on the Ashanti house built on top of the water. Look at it. Now, this man is trying to say that there is a south-south and southeast, that there is no proper agreement, consultation meeting, formal consultation with the people of the South, those people that they call South, Igbos, Ishekiri, Anam, and the Wari and all the rest of them, Ikwere and the Kalabari people. The woman ANNKIO BRIGGS is from Kalabari. She said that her mother is a British. That's why I said she is a British missionary. Everybody should know that ANNKIO BRIGGS is a British missionary. She's not doing any good thing to the Ijaw people. Even from the interview, she separated Ijaw. He said if Ijaw people said that they are Biafrans, that she herself is not Ijaw, she is Kalabari. These are the Kalabari people that I told you that block the one-lane bridge that we have in Oyibo before, that only one car can go. 2 cars cannot enter into the bridge at a time. They block the bridge. They speak Kalabari. If you don't understand, they will go and call the military. They will run you up and they take all the men that reach at age and shoot them and kill them. This woman is what is doing. So geographical mark. You see that this man is complicating issue. Let me go again to what ANNKIO said. ANNKIO BRIGGS said that Ijaw has 3 zones. You see the way that Hausa, Britain have demarcated people and create this confusion. People will be fighting brothers just because of lack of understanding that I won before. How come they put barriers, demarcations, and now me and you that are living harmoniously before peacefully, we began to fight against each other. So ANNKIO BRIGGS said there is 3 zones in the South, in Ijaw particularly, not the South, in Ijaw. He said for any individual, for any inclusion, she said for any inclusion of her own 3 zone, you must understand who and who are those in the zone. That means he's trying to say that Mazi Kanu, if he want to put Ijaw people inclusively in the struggle for Biafra or in the fight to restore Biafra, you first of all have to educate yourself with the 3 zones they have there. You want to know who are in that zone, and you have to go to them one by one to consult them in order for them to be inclusive in the Biafran struggle. There's something I said some time ago which our people are making a very great mistake. You see, if we derail, or if you are in Ijaw or Kalabari, you are agreeing with this woman at the state of things in Nigeria right now. It's not the time we are sitting down, because all of us, every one of us is facing the danger, annihilation. There is genocide going on. There are plans of extermination. If we sit down and begin to talk about how we are going to lead ourselves or rule ourselves, how we're going to govern ourselves when war is approaching, coming close to us, it will be a disaster, because I and you, Ijaw and Igbo, will start fighting. And this is what ANNKIO BRIGGS wants, because she is a British missionary and also collaborating with the Nigerian Fulanese. She will go and say, I am representing Ijaw, I am representing Kalabari. They give them money. What are they using the money they gave to them to do in Kalabari? What school do you have? What good market? What good education do you have? What good hospital do you have? What have you? Don't you know that Nigeria have oil? In Ireland here, how many oil where they have? That they are giving free education from kindergarten to university level. The same thing in United Kingdom. The same thing all over European Union. The same thing in America. Why is it that we that are oil producing number 6 oil producing country in the world, that we cannot be able to give free education. Even if we don't give free education, free medical care, if we don't give you free water, everybody is opening borehole on their own. Everybody is a water corporation of their own, and they still tax you for putting the borehole. You see how these people are strangulating, killing, and marginalizing and destroying humanity. They have no human sympathy. They have no justice in them. They have no equity. They have no righteousness in them. Their heart is full of wickedness and evil. And this is the reason why we are making this video, to educate you. When you watch that video, your understanding of this lady and my own understanding is different. So some people, because of lack of education, they don't understand the tricks that people are playing, the falsehood that is in the statement that people made during the time of interview. And that's why I'm explaining this, and that's why Mazen Nandekan is broadcasting, to rewind our brain, to educate us, to reveal those futility, and let you understand what you ought to do. Now, ANNKIO again said, when I first hear about IPOB is from Dr. Ikedife. She said, now what he's trying to do, or what he's trying to say in that interview, is that IPOB is not originated from Mazi Kano. That he first heard about IPOB from the late Dr. Dozie Ikedife. So he's trying to deny the effort that IPOB is making as regard to this. She said that Nnamdi Kanu visited me. If Kanu have visited Ijaw people, he has not visited her own people. Now, listen again very carefully. She said that when Mazi Kanu came out from prison, that Mazi Kanu visited her. If you go to her page, you will see her photograph with Mazi Kanu the day Mazi Kanu went to her house and visited her. Why do you think, or what can a normal, reasonable human being think, why Mazi Kanu, after he came out from prison, should go and visit ANNKIO BRIGGS? Why? Without being told, is to form an alliance and coalition and to get the support of her, to encourage her people to join the struggle for us to restore Biafra. I don't know what is the discussion or what they have discussed, but I know that they have discussed something very important as regard to the struggle. Now, but she said again that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not consulted her and consulted her people. First of all, if I come to a state or a village, a community, the most thing that people normally do is to look for community leader or the king or monarch of the because that is the prominent person if you are looking for a serious business in that community. By the time you visit that individual, there must be key discussion, important issues that you bring about that must be tabled. That time, I assume that ANNKIO would have sit down with Mazi Kanu when he came to her and said, now you are telling us to join the struggle. What are going to be the terms of this struggle, of our involvement? The terms or the condition or the agreement we are going to put binding together with us in order for us to trust what you are saying and to trust you and follow you into this struggle. I think that would have been the initial discussion. So if she did not discuss with the Mazi Kanu on terms on how Biafra will come, on how they will govern themselves, all right? Everybody have seen that Mazi Kanu have visited ANNKIO BRIGGS. Everybody would have known or must believe that Mazi Kanu visiting even Asare Dokubo, there is terms and conditions they have reached. There is no way Mazi Kanu will go to the community one by one without meeting the community leader or representative of the ethnic group, discussing this important issue. Then you deliver this message to the community or to the people. The same thing he did to Asare Dokubo. But because they are doing this thing, each and every one of them, individually, that they want to dominate, so that if there is any good thing that will come out of it, it will be only them that will be saying what will happen and what will not happen. So ANNKIO BRIGGS, Mazi Kanu, it is on record that Mazi Kanu visited you. From your interview, you said that he visited you. But now you are turning back again, saying that if he has visited Ijo, he has not visited your own people. That means, because the reason why she was saying this is because she said, I'm not a Biafra, Ijo is not Biafra, and one engineer and some other people come up and say that Ijo is Biafra. Now in her interview, she's now trying to tell us that there are 3 zones, that Ijo could be Biafra, but she herself and her people that she is representing is not Biafra. You see the way she's demarcating a woman that is maybe 50-something, 60 years at her age, that will be making peace on how her people will be united. What she's doing now is to separate, to demarcate. That's why I said the mother is a British woman. This woman should have resided in Britain. She should have resided in Britain. That is where she will get a better life. That is where she will get every benefit as a British citizen. Why did she decide to remain a Ijo, as bad as it is? Taking those risks is for personal benefit. She's not representing the Ijo people. That woman is not. From her own mouth, she said, we are not Ijo. She is not Ijo. That she is a Kalabari, demarcating the same people. Do you see how intelligent and how educated? While she was interviewed, she said, I am overeducated. She is proud. Can she come to Britain and doing a presentation and tell them, I am overeducated? They do all this nonsense in Nigeria and say all this nonsense. If you say it here, people might sue you and saying that you are calling them illiterate. People might walk away. You have to present what you are presenting, not talking about your own virtue of who you are, what you are, your education, your level of education. You don't need to tell us that. So this woman now, once again, this is BC Radio 1 coming to you from the Republic of Ireland. Cork precisely. I am your host, Evangelist B. In case if you are joining us for the first time, the discussion of today is the discussion anchored, presentation or interview anchored by Mazi Ezeke, who interviewed ANNKIO BRIGGS, the British missionary that is in the Riverline area of Nigeria, and Mazi Dr. Professor MEFOR, an Igbo man that who claimed to be a professor that wrote a book, The Peasant Revolt and Revolution, The Struggle for Biafra. And they are discussing about what Biafra should be and what Biafra should not, and why the Biafra will be a failure. In fact, they have concluded that Biafra will be a failure. In that interview, if you have watched that interview, and that is one of the things that prompted me to make this video. So let's ride on. I wish that this would have been an interactive one that people can make call, but unfortunately, because of our system that we are working on, we cannot do that now. He said, Nnamdi Kanu, so where I stop is that Nnamdi Kanu, if he has visited the Ijo people, that Nnamdi Kanu has not visited her people. So tell me how Kanu can visit her and have not visited his people. So Kanu is going to be going to their houses one by one to be telling them about Biafra. Is she not the one that claimed to be the representative of the Kalabari people? When Kanu came to her, they definitely have a discussion on how Kanu want her support for the Biafra. Did she sit down with the Kanu and talk after talking without gaining any meaningful conclusion or a plan of how we can forward this very struggle? You see, these people, if Kanu had come to her and they have some 1 million or 2 million, 10 million and give to her, say, I want you to go and tell your people, even your village chief, to support the struggle for your Biafra. That would have been recognized as the appropriate acknowledgement of Kanu's visit to her. But because Kanu is a man who claimed and who said that God have called him and said that he should stand on the truth fearlessly, not giving bribe, but only use truth, that he will be able to get the Biafra. Now, the woman ANNKIO BRIGGS and the MEFOR said they are questioning us what is real and what is achievable, which I mentioned earlier from the beginning, which they said they don't know. No people will just come up to declare a date for their independence and or their referendum. The argument here is that Nnamdi Kanu is making a very big mistake for the, what is it called? For the problem of, her argument is that the referendum that Nnamdi Kanu have given time and date and months, he said no people would come up with that type of idea to begin to say and declare things about a referendum, that it doesn't work that way, and the United Nations cannot acknowledge such thing. In fact, they are trying to make a fool of the issue of referendum that is not going to hold, and that the United Nations is not going to recognize Biafra or recognize that referendum. And she's saying that if Kanu even decided to make a referendum, Kanu has not come to visit and to meet her people to decide whether they want to join the Biafra and whether they are not to be included in the Biafran struggle. Let us move very fast so that ANNKIO, not all of us are Biafrans. She suggested that we can drop that name, Biafra. Let us look at a business name. For example, ANNKIO, this is my argument with these people when they were having forum organized by those who claim to be the what is it called? The government of indigenous people of Biafra. They created a forum, they included me in the forum, and we were talking about which way forward. How do we reconcile Nnamdi Kanu and Ikedife, the government, the people that claim to be the government of indigenous people, the Council of Elders? So they suggested that we should have a new name to give to Biafra. I asked them, in what sense and in what purpose are you giving a new name? Are you giving a new name that this is a business that have run bankruptcy? And this business that run bankruptcy because is not, the name is no longer viable for business. So you need to rebrand it in order for you to make new customers and see if you can be successful in the new name. Or is this thing a thing of life and death that have claimed millions of lives? Something that have been existed for 5,000 years. Something that the world have recorded that 6 million people has died or lost their life as a result of this. Suddenly, you said you want to change name. I asked them, let's assume that the Biafra is a business name or a company, a corporation entity, and you rebrand it. Remember that everything you have in the other name, every history you have in the other company have to be abandoned completely. So if we are to go to rename Biafra and we go back to United Nations to tell them, okay, we have rebranded our name, let us drop this Biafra. Biafra is annoying me, according to the woman. I don't like to hear that name, Biafra. But tomorrow, the same woman will come and tell you that we are all Biafra. Dr. MEFOR said, I don't like to hear that name as well. But he said that everybody in the Eastern Nigeria are Biafra. You see the way they are complicating issues. When they are saying those things, you know, when somebody is lying from his own mouth, you will also dictate his falsehood. You will also see his foolishness appearing. He will reveal himself. From talking, I will reveal myself. From talking, you reveal yourself. Mostly when you have an indecent mind and there is a hidden agenda in your mind about what you are saying. So, to rebrand Biafra, you go to United Nations. United Nations will no longer count 6 million people because that 6 million people is attached to the name Biafra. You have to drop it. So what ANNKIO, BRIGGS, and Professor Dr. MEFOR is telling us, if we adopt a new name for Biafra and go to, you remember that Mazen Nandekan, when he started newly, he started to campaign for the memory of the 6 million people, which is the most important thing first. He started talking about the memory, to preserve the dignity of those people, to respect them. He declared that 30th of May as a day that whereby we can honor those people, show them respect. Remember that after the war, no Igbo man suggested to make a memorial for the people who died. People did it individually in their house. People like us, we make the memorial of our father. We make the burial of our father because we didn't see him. Did you understand me? So now these people are telling us by their own statement, I mean ANNKIO, BRIGGS, and Dr. Professor MEFOR, that we should, they still insisting that we should ignore the people that died for us, that fought for us, people that were killed innocently. So I want you to look into this and you tell me how reasonable you think that this man and this woman, how reasonable they are. So Biafra, like I said, claims 6 million people, and how do we abandon this 6 million and we go to United Nations and go to EU? EU asks us, what did you come for? And we say, oh, we come for Biafra because we fought Nigerian civil war and we lost the war. We are, and they said, but the name you are giving us now is not the name. We know about the war you are talking about. But how come this new name came up? They will not have any answer. The Oyibo will tell them, go, we don't know what you are talking about. They will tell them vividly that we don't know what you are talking about. Are you talking about new nation now? They will ask you again, what are the reasons you want to depart from Nigeria? You tell them, oh, Nigeria is marginalizing us. Oh, Nigeria is doing that. Nigeria is not giving us water. There is no good road. There is no airport. They will ask for reconciliation between you and Nigeria. They will not listen to the extent of, to the point of secession. And remember that these two people, they said in their own word that they are Nigerianists. They don't want to Biafra. The woman said, I don't want to hear the name Biafra. I don't like that name. The same thing that Dr. MEFOR said, I don't want to hear that name. I am a Nigerianist. That's what he said. And these are the people that told you anybody that was born in the former Eastern Nigeria is a Biafran. How complicated and unstable are these men? Are they people that is worthy to be trusted? Are they the people that you can think about following them as Dr. MEFOR does not want a Biafra, he said. Rather, Nigeria. He said that Biafra agitation is denying the Igbos their right from Nigeria. Listen, from 1960 that Nigeria got her independence. Can anybody tell me what we have been benefiting from the North? That it is at this point that thing that we have been benefiting from the North, we are no longer getting it. That makes Dr. Professor MEFOR and ANNKIO to begin to cry out. You see this political statement. You and I knew quite all right that we have been marginalized from the creation of Nigeria. From the Ahmadi Bello language or statement, he said that we are conquered people. Nigeria is the estate of their forefather, Uthman Dan Fodio. And after that, they began to implement their system of exclusiveness. This exclusiveness structure that the Buhari administration under APC started was not started today. This thing started from the creation of Nigeria. From the point of creation, that exclusiveness, because the man said that if we have job, right, we give it to the foreigners instead of the people that are the same country with them. From the creation of Nigeria, you see how wicked this man called Dr. MEFOR is, and this ANNKIO BRIGGS. You see how devilish they are, and they don't have sympathy for the poor. They steal from people. They take people's mandate. The peasant they are talking about revolting. How are they going to revolt? Who will revolt with the system that you are operating? You go to Abuja, you ask for bribe. You collect money. And you come to the interview or YouTube or anywhere. People will interview you, talk rubbish. When you talk their rubbish finish, the people will think that you are representing them. You are protecting them. They don't know that you have already sold them. From your statement, you tell us that that agitation is denying the Igbos. So let us look into this agitation that denying the Igbos their right. We have been managing Niger Bridge that connects the north, the west to eastern Nigeria. Since Nigeria was born, that bridge started having problem and sinking and cracking. Every year, new politics car party will come and they use that bridge to present like a treat that you put in a hook and throw into the river for fish to cut it. To swallow the hook. Then you use the treat to catch the fish. That's what they are doing. Niger River, Niger Port, a new government will come. Drainage so that the ship will be docking in Onisha docking site. No way. Every year, new government will come, promise. Airport we don't have. The ones we have, they close it. Right from the onset, the birth of Nigeria, from the conception of Nigeria, we have been suffering. We have no, all the federal road go to the north. Thousands of miles. Crystal road tarred. But in our own, potholes, mods everywhere. Even inside the city, the governors are not doing anything because they are working for the federal government, subjecting their people. So when they are stealing the money, federal government of Nigeria will not query them because they are servant to them. You see? So tell me what and what that we have been benefiting from the Eastern Nigeria that IPOB have come up now to start denying the Easterners, the Igbos, the way they put it there. You see why? The reason why they are crying out, like ANNKIO BRIGGS, is an empty person, empty. She's empty barrel. She has nothing inside her. As you say, oh, I'm representing Ijo. Is it not her that is saying that Ijo people are not Biafra? Somebody came up and said, my name is Engineer. He described himself, gave the description of himself, and said that, yes, I am Ijo. Ijo is Biafra. Now the woman now go back when they were interviewing. I say, okay, if Ijo people is Biafra, that she's Karabari, do you see how intelligent somebody who told you that she's overeducated? Tell me the type of education this old woman has. And what benefits that education to her? The only benefit it has to her is to sell his people, Kalabari people. Because these people did not go to school. Most of them are poor. As we are, we have no chance of going to school. My own is on this my adulthood that I went to university here, that I engage into education. So if I still in Nigeria, I will be following these people. Maybe wherever they are doing the political party gathering or arena, they have a hold presentation somewhere or conference somewhere. I will go there. When I go there, I will sit at the back. They will bring me one bottle of Gouda and I will drink it. Maybe if I have one small Indian hemp in my pocket, then I will smoke it. My eye will be red and I will think I am flying. But the people that are controlling us are the people that host this thing. They are our representative. When they come tomorrow, they will took 2,000 naira, 10,000, flash it and give to everybody. We held them and we go to our house and be grumbling and be dying in hunger. Tomorrow she will come out and say, my name is ANNKIO BRIGGS. My mother is Britain. My father is Kalabari. I am representing the Kalabari people. And you are following her sheepishly. Ogwego, money ritual. Because anybody that is using deception to deny people their rights is a money ritual. This ANNKIO BRIGGS and the Mazi MEFOR, Professor MEFOR, think that is the only person that put knife, go to Oracle place in front of her, put knife on somebody and kill the person to make ritual, that person is called a ritualist. No. Anything that you deny human being their rights, financially or otherwise, and you take it away from them, it is a ritual. Complete ritual. So, Biafra agitation is denying them, Igbos, their benefit. You people that are Igbos that are supporting WIC or Hanezendibo, you are Igbo. Tell me what Nigeria has been doing for you and that Biafra agitation is denying. Use it to compare and to see whether you are intelligent following these people. He's living in Abuja. He will die in Abuja one day. They will carry him home. That's why people, adults like him, are encouraging people, children, to be running to Lagos, running to Abuja, running to everywhere. And the Fulani noticed that our backyard is empty and they are descending to kill and to maim. Let's continue, my friend. Dr. MEFOR said he is a Nigerian restructurist. Have you seen it? We are all Biafra at the beginning. And Biafra is a thing of the mind. It's an abstract. Biafra is everybody that was born in the... But now, again, he said, I don't like to hear the name Biafra. Now, somebody who said that all of us are Biafra. Tell me how MEFOR is a Biafra. What they are trying to kill the minds of people supporting the IPOB. IPOB is an organization that are fighting for Biafra. You are not born Biafra. That doesn't mean that you are not going to join organization. Like I said, why are they joining political party in Nigeria? Are they not Nigerians? If you are a Nigerian, everybody is a Nigerian. Why do we have APC, PDP, and all the rest of them? UDP. Why do we have them? We have it as a brand, as a designated particular political party in competition of who will show the best or do the best for the society, who will govern the society the best. And you have to register it officially to the government, because you cannot function without registration of your business or certificate. If you don't have business certificate, you go and write a limited liability. Government would hijack you and put you into prison and tax you. Whether you don't have tax, they seize your properties. But ANNKIO, BRIGGS, and Professor MEFOR, a whole professor, is saying that there is no need to be an IPO member. The reason why they are doing this is to deceive the low-minded people, the gullibles, the uneducated ones. That, why must you register to an organization to be a member of the? Why do we register community youths and community organization? Why did are they operating in Nigeria without registration? Are they not Nigerian? Why did they register Ohaneze? WIC, why did they register the World Igbo Congress? Since all of us are Nigerian, we believe in Nigeria, there's no need to register now. They are saying that the IPOB is an organization. It is an organization that organizes. Remember, organization is to organize, to have members, people who will bring your ideas on how we can achieve our objective. What are we pursuing? Without organization, a country or a state will become a state of anarchy, whereby there is no government. Everybody does what he wants. And that, look at Nigeria, is like a state of anarchy now. We don't have government. We don't have chief of staff of military. We don't have anybody. No clue of how to conduct the country now. And see how they say bandit. There is nothing like bandit in Nigeria. Mieti Allah is a terrorist group. They are the ones sending Fulani. Fulani is the people that are carrying gun, going to farm, use their cow to destroy the crops. If the woman challenge them, they rape her, cut her into pieces. This is what we saw the other few days ago. Mazen Nandekano broadcast on Sunday. I saw the image. It was horrifying. Very horrific. How they butcher human being, a woman, a lady. These are the Nigeria restructurenists that is in Abuja. Fulani herdsmen have no way to locate him because he's secured. You think they are coming to talk about restructuring? If he say he doesn't belong to any party, why is he? Which party is he? Is the party that is superheading the restructuring, and which organization is superheading the restructuring? No, what he's doing is talking about restructuring to deceive, to distract our mind on the issue of Biafra, to talk ill of IPOB and Mazen Nandekano, so that divide and rule. That's what they are doing. Who is paying him when he say he's not belonging to any of? Ask Professor who is paying you while you are campaigning for one Nigeria. Somebody is giving you money somewhere, because you will not be doing the work that nobody is paying you. Are you a charity man? Do you have a charity organization that even if you are a charity organization, there is a statute, license, the type of license, depending on the category of charity organization that you want to establish, that government will give you license to be able to either you are collecting money from people, or you need a grant from government, or you don't need. Some charity organization is a limited liability. Some non-governmental. So it's not limited. So they live on the contribution that people make. They give you license differently. So anything you want to do, some people who are prognosing are saying that IPOB is an organization. Why is it registered and limited? You must register so that you pay your tax. Do you want to tell me if Radio Biafra is not registered as an IPOB, do you want to tell me the British government will allow them to continue to broadcasting today? It's not going to happen. So you see how wicked these men are. They will throw these things, and the people who don't understand will now be following them. IPOB is not interested in restructuring. What stop? Yes. Now, this is my own comment that I want to make. IPOB is not interested in Nigerian restructuring. Mazi Kano is superheading total emancipation, total freedom, total liberation, total separation from the Nigerian zoo. Now, is any rope or any cord or yoke hook in the west of Mazi Professor MEFOR and the ANNKIO BRIGGS from going to get the restructuring? That's my question for them. No. The problem they have is that the restructuring have been closed. The gate of restructuring have been closed. Look at Obasanjo the other day. Say restructure now or risk disintegration. All these things are complete total mess. There is nothing, no glue, no amount of, even if you go to take Aradite to hook Biafra with Nigeria to remain one, that Aradite will not gum together. If you use electrode that they use to weld something, to weld iron to iron, to weld Igbo, Biafra with Nigeria, it's not going to hold. No, it's not going to hold. You have killed 6 million, more than 6 million before the war, killing from the north, killing Christians, killing people, killing Igbos, destroying their businesses. We did not know. Gullibly following them sheepishly until Mazen Nandekano came and be. Not that all of us did not know, because I know. That's why I vowed. When I was small, I observed what is going in Nigeria. I said I will never live in Lagos. If they like, they don't give me land free. I will not purchase it. 1 naira. I not go to buy it. Because nobody told me. I witnessed tribalism with my eye. With my eye. Did you understand me? So the question I asked for this man said that I'm a restructuralist and that the IPOB is denying the Igbos their. You see, when they say the IPOB is denying Igbos their right in Nigeria, you think that we have been receiving heaven and earth from Nigeria. We have been wretched. In fact, every effort, all the manufacturing companies, all the big men that we have that are engineers and the motor makers, they have taken away their license. Tell me, was IPOB available when Ibeto and all the rest of them, their license was taken? Can you ask yourself question? International glass industry, I was living in Umueke, 7-Up area. I was living when they graded the land there, where they built a international glass industry. More than 40-50 machinery, heavy-duty machineries were buried on the ground, underground, in that company. What happened? After Mbakwe left, what happened? IB came and they visited the industry. After visiting, they closed the industry. They give it contract to Indian people. Buhari entered into power. He visited the industry. Why is this man visiting? Shagari came, he visited the industry. Why is it that they are visiting it? Because they say this is the largest glass industry in the whole Africa. It will produce whisk cream. You see, these glasses that they use to build skyscrapers houses, glass houses. That is why that was the production of that industry. Bottles of any kind, color, whisk cream of car. Even car, something like a car, brake light and headlamp will be produced in that industry. Every government that entered they will come and visit it. After they sit on it. Have we been? This man called MEFOR doctor. You are not a doctor. You are not a doctor. There is one of my Cameroonian guy when I was discussing the issue of Biafra. Right? That time I was European rep, and I told him the problem I have, that they removed me. And I mentioned Dr. Denibo. And I said he supported for the castigation of the church. Do you know what the Cameroonian guy said to me? He said, for him to be a professor, he must have read so many books. He must have read so many biography of men of thought. He must have come across that attack attacking religion like that will not lead us anywhere. That it means to him that professor is not a good professor. He didn't read well. He's a Cameroonian guy. He's a university graduate. But he said, look at me that just enter university. The idea I'm coming with. The information the knowledge that I got, which I was given to them, that is going to damage. They don't understand it. That if that man is a professor, he would have read so many books and he would have come across what I was telling him. So this man called Professor MEFOR, Dr. MEFOR, upon everything he read, he studied as a professor. How come he become a professor? The only book he's telling us here, revolt, peasant revolt, and the Biafran struggle, Biafra agitation, revolution. Who is buying his book? You are writing a book of Biafra and you are telling people that you don't believe in Biafra. Who is going to buy your book? That is my question. Isn't either a book about something? Idecha book idre, contradicted the book idre. Condemn what the book idre by your own belief and faith. You don't believe in Biafra. So why would I listen to your book? Why would I read your book? It's a mad person that will go and read your book now. You are preaching for me about corn, and you tell me that corn is not good for my health. How do I go and buy corn from you to eat? No, I'm not going to do that. So let's continue, my brothers and sisters. So he said that Biafra agitation is... Okay, I've gone through that place now. Yes, IPOB is not interested in Biafra. That's what I said. And I asked the question, why is Dr. MEFOR and the ANNKIO BRIGGS, why are they crying now? Why are they not continue? Continue with your restructuring. If you know that you are going to... I think, I have said it in my several videos, to be frank, if they restructure Nigeria better, give us our own police state, confederacy, I will accept it. I will agree 100% because it's they say the journey of 10 billion miles start with one step. And some people say that Akama Ehigi Gababe or Bubiri Odudu. But this one is that the issue of restructuring have been dumped in the bin. Buhari, the first time they brought it, he threw it into the bin and said nobody should come to his desk and they talk of this nonsense. And that is the death of it. Dr. MEFOR he said that Biafra is contaminating. Agitation of Biafra continue is undermining and hindering the process of the Nigerian restructuring. Who have ever talked of giving him attention? If not Jonathan that gave for conference. After the conference, what happened to the conference? They said they spent $12 billion in conference. How much? What did they achieve in the conference? They share the money to the people that go to the conference. They are sleeping. You see them dozing, old women, they are sleeping. Odewin Clark was spotted sleeping. These are the person that is representing Ijo. Tomorrow he will come out like a monkey, now jump up. I am the representative of Ijo. Tomorrow he will go and call Niger Data Avengers to carry gun and start terrorizing Nigerian government in order to give them another share because they are running out of money. And this is what a human being, right from before the war, these people have been a thorn in the eyes of the Igbos. And they are still doing it. I don't know where he's going and what he wants to get out of it. Out of it. I don't know. IPOB is stopping the restructuring. Ndi Igbo is losing their place in Nigeria because of IPOB. Look at ara ogbugba na-agba nwoke a n'isi. Nwoke a na-akpọ Professor MEFOR. Ihe ụmụnna ọkwa ekwue na asị that we are sorting headers. Ihun otu ara si agba nwoke not close to grave. na IPOB na destroy the process of restructuring. Umonna have any government or any department in Nigerian government or any judicial or the Supreme Court, any prominent person have they ever mentioned anything and say, okay, we want to come to terms and let us agree with the restructuring? Talk of the process of it that the IPOB is hindering. You see that this man Ippob MEFOR, nda wa agadi ekwenka, okwe ma agadi ekwenka, ndi a na-eri amosu, ha na-eri amosu, ha achọ ka ha dịrị ndụ, ka ụmụ ha na-anwụsị n'ihu ha. Ọ ga-adịrị ha na mma n'ụwa. That woman a na-akpọ ANNKIO BRIGGS, otu aka m si ekwu ya, onye ọwụna nwere style o ji preach ya. That woman wee witch ka ọwụ. Nwaanyị ahụ ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma because ọ na-eri na blood ndị Kalabari. She's eating on the blood of the Kalabari people. The Kalabari people, they have no education. They are the most marginalized people in Nigeria. But look at them. ANNKIO is there, British. My father is a Kalabari. My mother is Britain. And you think we are be proud because you are a white woman now? We are going to be proud. We are going to enter into the grave because to die before you die. Because of what? You are a white woman. That is it. You don't use that your whiteness, that your intelligent as your over-educated woman. Go to Britain and convince them to allow your people to go. Why not go it? ANNKIO. Why not go to Britain? Use your mother lineage and go and talk to your queen that brought you and placed you in the Kalabari to be deceiving the Kalabari people, poor Kalabari people. Go and use your influence and bring a solution to the. Tell them to come and restructure Nigeria. At least they will listen because you are white, and we will be jumping up because you are a white woman. I don't want to say anything bad here. God help me. But sometimes, so what I'm saying, why are they crying? Why are they crying? Because of IPOB. That Igbos are not receiving their benefit. How many have we received right from the birth of Nigeria, from the conception of Nigeria? How many have we received? Tell me, ANNKIO Bridge and Dr. MEFOR, tell me what we have been benefiting from Nigerian government. Just tell me, why is it that every one of us run away from our home? Some people go to Lagos, some people go to North, some people go to overseas. Why? Because we are not receiving any national benefit from the federal government. We have been a hustler on our own. This man, you have to respect yourself. Why don't we Google one? Because nebe naga chuku obubonu chuku ga dignisi na nonsense inako. Echi asena ina parindo Kenya. Can average Biafran, like I said, tell us what we have been benefiting Nigeria? I am not against Nigeria restructuring. Like I said, I have mentioned it. If Nigeria is structured today and they say back to the drawing board, let us harmonize things, let us share, be rational, equal. We have what they call cut-off system in the school, in the East, quota system in the military. If you want to enter into Nigerian Defense Academy, they mandate you that you will change your modern native name and answer Fulani name. Then that is what Mazi MEFOR, professor, as a professor, you are blind that you did not see all these things happening. All these licenses they took away from our people. All these roads that bridge, you are totally blind that you are not seeing it. This is the benefit that ANNKIO Bridge is telling us that the benefit we are benefiting in Nigeria is on third road. Airport destroy, seaport destroy, banning the importers that is in the East from bringing something and bringing it in Lagos. Destroying every source of business. This is what a professor that went to school, Professor MEFOR, you went to your professorship. Benefit Nigeria and it destroy business side. That's what you are telling us. That we have been benefiting. Opera said that a fool of 40 must be fool forever. That's what Opera said. A fool of 40 must remain fool forever. Marcus Tullius Susiro says that a child without the knowledge of the history will remain a child forever. That's what I want to tell you. The politicians are the politicians are one Nigerianist, and they will betray Biafran struggle. This is why IPOB will not trust them. So what this place is saying, that this man is a politician. He told us that it does not belong to any political party, and he doesn't want to be. My brother, there is no way you can tell me, I, Evangelist B, that I'm not a politician. I haven't registered to any party in Nigeria, but I registered one here. Even before I have not registered. When I'm talking politics, I am a politician. When I am discussing the issue of the day about a political mess, about the fraud that is because everything in the world is politics. If you enter inside the church, there is a politics. Go and read the Bible very well. Follow the Bible in the Old Testament, come down. You will see politics in the church. Politics is everywhere, one now. Politics is everywhere. So, if you are coming to tell me because you have no APC hat in your head, that means that you are not a politician. It is a lie. You are deceiving the local people. I want to let you know that your statement you are making to deceive and to delude the mind of our people, to demoralize and betray the mind of our people, not to trust in the struggle, is because there is something you are getting somewhere. If not, why is it that you are coming out to come and defend something that they are not being paid for? No. I asked you before, are you a charity man? Even if you are a charity man receives from the contributors, people who are supporting. Without a charity organization will not go. If I start a charity organization, BC Radio 1 News now, my followers, $1 euro, $1 $10. Only one I got up. Bido something I buy. Without it, I cannot succeed. It must be collective effort, benevolence, the gift of people. That's what makes a charity, even if you are a charity. You can't run it alone. So you are telling us that you are not. ANNKIO said she is not a Biafra. I repeat it again. That's what she said. And her people are not Biafrans. This is the woman that is telling us before that you are not going to be registered in any organization to become a Biafra. All of us are Biafra. But she said here again, I am not a Biafra and our people is not Biafra. What is she do? That's why I said that ANNKIO BRIGGS is a British mercenary. This woman should have gone to Britain and live in Britain, where she will be having good light and having water, very good for good medical attention, and even succeeding doing business in their country. But he left it because, why did she left it? She loved it because they planted her there so that she will be sucking the blood of people and be using it to make money. Where is she keeping her money? Banking in Britain. Tomorrow I'm a Joe. My father is Calabari. Tomorrow I'm not a Joe. My father is Calabari. My mother is Britain. That's what he only ship na social media. I will advise ANNKIO myself to continue her restructuring. That is take this message and give it to ANNKIO BRIGGS. That I, Evangelist B, said IPOB is not stopping any restructuring. Mazen Nanokan earlier have said it, that if they had come for restructuring, that he will accept it. Are you deaf that you didn't hear it? That you didn't hear it. So why is it that you are running restructuring now and you came back from Abuja and settle again in your house in Calabari? Now you are crying. Oh, IPOB disturbing Igbo having their benefit in Nigeria. Do you think that if you are saying that because you are a white color, that we will jump up like monkey for you that a white woman is speaking? So our senses will go out of us. We will not understand the tricks you are playing. No. You are a one Nigerianist. Anybody that is advocating for one Nigerianist is not advocating it for free. There is money being paid. Do you know that? that even the churches, these churches that is still keeping quiet, go visiting Asro can come. Don't you know that the federal government is giving them allocation? They are giving them kumuyi. If you don't know, by the time they registered charity organization, the government will ask them, do you want to receive money from us? Grant. They will say yes, they want. They give them terms and conditions. Any day that you go to the pulpit and say federal government say, the government say, department this one say, we are going to jail you. This is the reason why when they sign that bond, if Nigerian military let them come and shoot all their members, they are not interested. They will tell you until reckoning day. Pastor, first of all, have collected share and put in the pocket, waiting for the reckoning day. That is it. I don't blame them all, because now the Bible Foundation, mostly in the New Testament, have already told us reckoning day. And that's sometimes, if I read and come that side, on a spark more konisi, isi ane umoko say, why God? Why do you write this thing? Why do you say on the reckoning day? But if you look at it at the other way around, Jesus did not retaliate. Jesus sacrificed himself. And Jesus also said that if you follow me, you're going to die. Because of me, they're going to kill you. So don't even trying to resist. But one now, when they want to crucify Jesus, what did Jesus say? Why are you trying to kill a man that have nothing done wrong? What is he doing? Jesus was defending himself because he doesn't want to die. There is nobody that you pose the danger of death in front of him that will say, it's only a tree. I'm coming to cut you. And the spirit will be static there and be waiting for you. Did you understand me? So even Jesus defended himself. Paul the apostle, all the rest of them, they want to die for Christ. We are going to die for Christ. We are dying for Christ. But when they are arrested to die for Christ, they will say one thing or the other to contradict that they want to die. Because every human being is what? Afraid of death. But when you come to your conscience back, you remember, this death is worthy of death. This suffering that I'm taking now is worthy of it. But I want you to understand one thing. When something is posing a danger to a nation, the whole nation, forget about the judgment day. Forget about that. You have to save human soul. You have to save human soul. Go and read the book of Esther, Nehemiah. The children of Israel, Jews, they did it in province of Persia. They did it. They defended, Mordecai defended his people. Haman prepared a gallows that they want to use to kill Mordecai. What happened? Mordecai resisted. When Esther succeeded, Mordecai became the chief and they dethroned Haman. What happened? The gallows that Haman prepared. When Esther asked the king and said, I want to make banquet for you tomorrow and I want you to invite Mordecai. And invited the man. The woman said, if I find favor in you as my husband, I want you to grant me one thing, that my enemy must be exposed. The man said, to the half of my kingdom, just tell me the thing, I will do it in a twinkle of an eye. Say, this man you see there, hair man, the man begin to shit in his pants immediately. This man you saw here, he has already signed, even used his signature, donate his land to you, my husband, to kill my people, including me. The man Abaka, including my... So the signature that this man deceived me to sign was even including my queen. What happened? The man said that they should go and use the gallows. Did the Mordecai say no? No. Mordecai did not say no. Because he would have been killed with it. All the Jews would have been terminated in province of Persia. All right? So the king by himself gave order that they should now begin to go from one province to another and begin to kill these Arab people that planned this evil. The Philistine, the Palestine, that they should go. It is in the Bible there. It's called self-defense. You want to kill me? I have opportunity. I first of all kill you. That is it. But deliberate killing people is wrong. It's not biblical. But if you want to kill me, and I first of all find out that you want to kill me and take chances and kill you, my friend, let's go to court. I will give evidence. So, the thing I was saying to this woman, ANNKIO, I will advise you, continue your restructuring plan. Don't get frustrated. Dr. MEFOR, Professor MEFOR, keep on living in Abuja. If you don't know, if Abuja is not close to where you can talk to the owner of Nigeria, relocate to Sokoto. When you get to Sokoto, live very close to Satana of Sokoto. Writing him letter every day, restructure. Maybe one day he will give you chance to go and rent one hut in his compound, so that it will be more closer in order for him to recognize you and give you the restructuring. Leave IPOB alone. IPOB is not hindering. IPOB is telling Nigeria, we have been marginalized. We have been killed enough. There is injustice. There is inequity. There is a strangulation of our business. There is raping going on. There is killing everywhere. That we need our freedom. That's what we are speaking. IPOB have not carried gun. They say Nigerian government have not been, they are not sharing anything because forget it. How many have they been sharing for us? It's bullshit, my brother. All right? I don't want to go high on this preaching because I want to moderate myself in a way that I will be courtesy, like the Oyibo people, so that diplomatic, that people will not say, oh, he's sorting elders. I'm not insulting elders, no, but elders, when elder eat the food of children, the children will pour sand on the elder. If you eat the chicken that's supposed to, the child can go. So let's continue. Now, this statement, the point I raise here is, my advice to ANNKIO BRIGGS and the Mazi Professor of Abuja, MEFOR, continue your agitation for restructuring. Let me tell you, you don't need to come and cry to us or to Ijaw people or to Kalabari people, tell them don't believe in Biafra. Kalabari people, they have their senses. Ijaw people, they have their brain. Their brain is not coconut. The moment you achieve your restructuring, you get this restructuring. In restructuring today, even I, Evangelist B, I will land in Nigeria to look for my own share, because I believe that by confederacy and restructuring, proper restructuring, peace will reign. So you don't need to cry too much, because I know ANNKIO BRIGGS and Dr. MEFOR. The reason why you are crying is because you are not getting share anymore in Abuja. They are not giving you brand envelope anymore. And you are now coming, go and open radio. You are broadcasting. Oh, Ijaw people should know themselves. Oh, we don't allow anybody to force you. Do you think Ijaw people are mad? No, Ijaw people, let me ask you people question. Ijaw, Kalabari, Ogoni. Name it, Worry. I want to ask you question. You are following this white woman, half born Nigeria, half born Britain, to deceive you that IPOB is your problem. Now, the question I'm asking you, what have you been benefiting from the zoo, from the onset, from the time of inception? From the beginning, they created Nigeria. What benefit have you been benefiting? Your own brother that came, Goodluck Jonathan, they use Obama, Hillary Clinton, they use David Cameron, they use all weapons, bombard him on the phone. If you don't get out of that office, we are going to assassinate you. We are going to kill you. The man ran away. Don't you know that your brother ran away because of, if he stayed there the next year, they are going to kill him? Because he's not a brave man. He's a coward. Yes, if I reach to that extent, before you kill me, I will make sure I'm half of Nigeria before you kill me. I will die there. Was it not Gaddafi that is there? The America is coming. Do you want to know? Tell me that Gaddafi cannot cross border and enter another country, go and seek asylum. but he stay in his country. The same thing with Saddam Hussein. Do you want to tell me he cannot escape? But these are the men that of integrity. But Jonathan was not that. So my advice, ANNKIO, please continue the agitation for the restructuring. Leave Biafra alone. Biafra IPOB is not stopping restructuring. Yes. Ijaw people eyes are open. They are watching you to see if you can get the restructure. You and Edwin Clark. The moment you get it, you will see them and some of them will drop IPOB. I'm telling you, if there is any restructuring, strong restructuring, I see that the state police, this and that, constitutional amendment, everything is okay. I will leave the IPOB straight away. Because I'm waiting ka. I away no kwata ofuma. Which was the final one. You got to go? No check a deep budget me. Man, if ta here na akori na agwa na IPOB na megi ine nwetezi benefit in Nigeria. It's only a mad person that you will tell that the Eastern Nigeria is not getting benefit because IPOB existence or agitation of Biafra. No, from the onset, from the conception of Nigeria, it is there. From the statement of the Ahmadu Bello, it is there. Children of Ijaw, Kalabari, Ogoni, they are seeing all these things in the YouTube. You cannot deceive them. ANNKIO, you cannot deceive them. Because you can't build the road. That your radio station cannot construct the road for them. It cannot give them hospital. It cannot give them pipe bomb water. It cannot give them free education. No, it can't give anything. You are just talking blah, 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 blah. Shit full everywhere. Mazi Kano is controller. Ijaw people have trusted Mazi Kano. Kalabari people have trusted Mazi Kano. Iwari people have trusted Edo. Even going to Middle Belt. Even Cameroon. As Sporting Mazi Kano. What are you talking about, ANNKIO? You have no follower. ANNKIO, BRIGGS. And you, Dr. Professor MEFOR of Peasant Dilemma and the Revolution. Your book. I want you to get that book. I'm not interested to read that book. Is there. The book. Stand there and warn you. Dimpa de kage. Ihe riri isi ụmụgo na ụmụgo. Ifuta na akọja. Ihe na-emego ọgbere anyaja. Dr. MEFOR. Lanka. Lezumike nka. Go. Retire. Go and retire nwanna. Na dimpa de kage kwesizi ibi. Mụ a na-atụ anya mbochi ọwụ na Biafra bịara na agbadada m na Biafra la mgbam. Obodo oyibo mechie. O Israel to your tent. I ga na Abuja ga nọrọ. I kwesịrị nọ na village na-enye ụmụaka idea sị ha unu mechiwe ihe unu na-emechi ike ka anyị mara ma ga-enweta ya. I ga na Abuja ga nọrọ ebe security dị. Ha na-egbuzi ndị a na-egbu na na-agwa ha restructure. Can I ask you, ANNKIO, BRIGGS, and Mazi Dr. Professor MEFOR, all these people that Fulani headsmen are butchering every day, why are you not commenting on them? Why are you not talking about it? Why are you not criticizing? Because you know that you are bought. You are already missionary to the north. If you talk it, they will send the people, Fulani, they will come and kidnap you in your house. That's why you cannot. But you can talk shit about your own people because you know they are incapacitated. They cannot do anything. So please, my brother, keep on. Dr. Professor MEFOR, your agitation for one Nigerianist. Maybe next year or maybe when Tunumbu enter into office, he will grant you. Or maybe after 2023, the next one will 2050, that they can grant you the restructuring. I am very ashamed of these people. They are still talking about voting. I saw Yanka talking about voting, how we can make our people. Oh, we can make our people. You see somebody who is educated. ANNKIO, BRIGGS. You say you are over-educated. But you don't hear that Mazi Okpara said that a fool of 40 will remain fool forever. If I'm a man, I forgot the history of my ancestors. Marcus Tullius Cicero said, I will remain a child till the day I will enter grave. Chicken. You vote the first one. You didn't succeed. You vote the second one. You vote for 60 years and nothing happened. And you with your own education as a white woman that half caste of Nigeria that is educated, over-educated, what you will telling people to continue making the same mistake. Where is the education? One, you can have education go no. Echigwa that na go no si aruchugu, osi arizog, osi enuguku. Tomorrow say that no si kalabari ne wo kalabari. Inyere mega ogbere anya ja nwanyị ịkagwo nka Ghana gazu ike hafu ụmụaka ka ha mee ka ndị anya chara acha dị ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ndị na-eso. For them to do something for us, we need to be free. We don't need your restructuring. Your restructuring is complete mess and bullshit. We don't need it. What a bloody restructuring are we talking about when 6 million, over 6 million, when we're talking 6 million, Irish Times magazine say approximately 6 million. Think about from the creation of Nigeria, how many they have been massacring, killing before the Civil War started. And the one that they are still killing now, calculate it, they must have killed 10 million Nigeria, Biafrans, the Christian Biafrans. And you are coming here to tell us you are a white British, and your mother is a British man, you are Calabar. You don't need to tell us your mother is a British. Yes, with your color. I am gonna go that na nege, undebe Eliza, nerayin, no nwa, zogidara yukunisi. Don't tell us, because he na be a why. Oh, my mother is a British. No. Did anybody ask you whether your mother is a British? What is the connection of mother of British and not British in that conversation that you are making? You are proud. You are arrogant. You want to tell us you're white. You have British connection. Go back to where you come from, because that Nigeria is not your country. You are a missionary. ANNKIO BRIGGS. You are a missionary. Go back to Britain and go and have your share there. Your share is not in that Biafra land. It's not there. Go and continue your political whatever. You talk about, you are saying, you are telling us about the voting that IPOB could have joined a political, form a political structure so that they can, the same foolishness that we are talking about is what you are repeating. I enter one road. I found out that that road, at the end, there is a dead end. There is no true road. I come back. Instead of me to try another road, I went back to that road that I found a dead end before. That is not true. Continuous repetition, recycling of my journey and my plan. You will be recycling with this your gray head like my own until the day you enter ground. That very day, God will ask you all the money you collect from Nigeria and the one you collected from the British people. Yes, you think we don't know? You are a missionary in Nigeria. ANNKIO BRIGGS, you are a missionary. You think we don't know? Before Maazị Kanu saying, I have been following, I've been watching you. I know if you talk Biafra today, you talk Ogoni today, you talk Niger Delta, you talk Mendi tomorrow. The Bible said that a woman that is unstable in his way or her way is like a ship in the ocean, to and fro. You cannot succeed. Those crumbs that you are collecting from Nigeria, one day you will vomit it. I am sorry to all of you, before God and before man. I'm not envying you with your position. Go to hell with your position. Because I know that any money getting in ill way is not going to make a good end. And if it make a good end, there is what we are talking. Bible is telling us about life after death. It's important to me. Oh, you are talking shit. I don't believe in your Christianity. Oh, don't tell me your Christianity. Okay, I agree. Tell me why I will not talk life after death. What makes you to think that there is no life after death? Why is it that when you sleep, you find yourself in America, Britain, or German, or you see yourself with your great-great-grandfather? It is not you. You are in the bed sleeping. It is that spirit we are talking about, life after death, that you are going that journey. When you come back, you realize that God is showing us every day. Every day we sleep and wake up. We remember one dream we dream. God is telling us, because it is not you that was in that dream. If it is you, what did you brought in America? When you find yourself in America, show me. All right? It is your soul. It is your spirit. That is what we're talking about life after. So I'm not envying you guys. So continue with your political agenda of restructuring. I say that the reason why you people are crying out now is because you have failed from your restructuring struggle. A very intelligent person will understand that it is frustration that makes you people to say that IPOB is making the Igbos to denying the Igbos their benefit. Even before IPOB came out, there have been demolition of shops, Igbo shops, businesses, burning of fires, burning of people's products. People will go to China, go to America, go to Britain, bring product, put in the shop. Enviously, the Yorubas, the Hausas will put fire in the shop. Sometimes they blow it down and say, oh, it's illegal structure, but they gave license, they took tax and everything. Just frustrating us. I'm saying it. By the time Nigeria will finish dividing, the North will never regain their self. The Yoruba are still intact now. Maybe they think that all the churches that they hold there is protecting them. I will tell them that it's a lie. Because so many of these pastors that is in Yoruba land, your governor is demolishing shit, killing people, kidnapping people, taking. You are not saying anything in the pulpit. He's saying on the reckoning day. Reckoning day is coming for Yoruba people. Because of what? God have vowed that when he finish with you people, he will use you people to torment his people. But when he finish, he's going to do what? He's going to turn back to you and come for a revenge. Go and write it down. We are from the gods, the children of Israel, sons of Jacob. That's who we are. So continue. So IPOB makes Igbos to lose their benefit. This news is finished. So I can't repeat what I have said before. Repetition, they call it tautology. Right? So my message to ANNKIO BRIGGS and the Dr. Professor MEFOR, an Igbo-based professor in Abuja, is that stop crying that Igbos are losing their benefits because of IPOB. We have not been benefiting anything from Nigeria. The whole thing is plain. It's visible. It's not a hiding something. So stop messing yourself around. A man like you have chosen to betray your children. Well, like I said, there is judgment for everybody. All your propagation, all your propaganda, all your manipulation. The Bible says in the last day, every secret thing shall be naked. You will see it with your eye. So, this is my message and my interpretation to that video that I watched about ANNKIO BRIGGS and the Professor Dr. MEFOR that is residing in Abuja. That I said that you people are saboteurs, sabotaging your people. Vultures that eat on the carcass of their children. I will not be one of it. I will stand for the truth. I will stand for equity. I will stand for justice. I will be against marginalization, ill-treatment to people, strangulation and killing and subjugation of people. I will expose it. I will stand against it. Paul the Apostle said that it is not only man who killed a man that is guilty, but those who one way or the other indirectly supporting or giving an encouragement. That's why Marcus Tullius Cicero said that silence is another art, A-R-T, of conversation. That is another style of discussion, different method of communication. The policeman that they were interviewing in Missouri, in America, the police head, what do you think about the man who killed? Is a murder? Is a deliberate? Is punishable? What do you think about those three other ones that are there? Say they are complacent. That their silence is a support to the killing. He said that if a positive word has been uttered, it will make a change of mind to the man that is sitting on top of the neck of the George Floyd, and that would have saved his life. So therefore, they has to be punished as well. So therefore, I am saying here, if you are an Ijo, Ibibio, Kalabari, Wari, Ikwere, Anang, whatever in the River Nile area, do not follow ANNKIO, BRIGGS. Do not all follow ANNKIO BRIGGS. Do not all follow Professor Dr. MEFOR. These are vultures that eat their children's carcass, and we must expose them because we have lost a lot of people, 6 million, more than. That is the Irish Time magazine. So I'm going to stop here. This is Evangelist B, bringing you the gospel of the restoration of Biafra from the Republic of Ireland. I am trying to express myself to make common sense to daily phenomena that I'm seeing happening in the zoo called Nigeria, right? And I want to express my sadness that a professor and a woman that is overeducated, according to her statement, will be encouraging people to continue following them sheepishly to enter into the grave. I refuse it and I reject it, and that is the purpose of this video. This video is about education. It's not to cross-examine people or to condemn people. No, it is to educate you and to make you to understand that a fool of 40 will continue to remain fool forever. Unless if you want to be one, I will not be one. Where Ebulako asks his children, how many times will something happen to you before you learn lesson? One said once. Another one said twice. Another one said 3 times. The other one said, I will not allow anything to happen to me before I learn my lesson. I will look to the people that it has happened. Then I will advise myself. He said, this is my son. He draw that one close. Ebulako draw that one. So you are Ebulako. You are intelligent as your father. So you are my son. This is where I'm going to stop my message of today. Once again, this is BC Radio 1 News, bringing you the gospel of restoration of Biafra from the Republic of Ireland. Please share this video to your friend. Click share. Go to where they say copy the link. Copy the link and begin to paste it in Messenger, paste it in YouTube, paste it anywhere possible, paste it in WhatsApp, paste it in Telegram, Instagram, anywhere shareable. Please let this message reach ANNKIO BRIGGS and Professor MEFOR. This is my opinion. Remain blessed. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, look down there now in this video by the right side. You will see red button subscription. And maybe you have been seeing the what is it, transition that I've been going. Look at it there that says subscribe. Follow us in Facebook, Barnabas Ago. In Instagram, Banago, BARNAGORH, Banago, my Instagram. Follow me because sometimes we miss each other in the other social media because of their restriction and their condition. They are censoring us now, so you must be multiple. Go to multiple platforms. There's one called Vero. There's one called Minds. There's one that are different type of them. Search it. Alternative, just write alternative social media in YouTube. You see a lot of them. You copy down their names. You can use them, right? So I'm going to stop here. I want to thank each and every one of you, my followers, my friends, and those that have commented so much on my video, that like and suggested things. I hope that this very video, that the audio will be very pleasing to you. And if not, my apologies, because this is IT something, and I'm not a professional IT person. We are trying our best to rectify issues of noise, issues of lower audio output, to make it pleasant to you and to feel comfortable when we are bringing more. You can see that this is not the way our studio was earlier when we started, but we're making a progress. And I pray that keep on praying for me that I will make more progress. And when things stables, I will be doing continuous, constant programs, because I know that most of you, a lot of people like my program, and I encourage you to continue watching and share and give to your friends and let them be able to enjoy. Hook with me, and I will be bringing you good news. This is Evangelist B. Remain blessed, and I say, may God Almighty prosper each and every one of you. I pray in the name of Jesus, every one of you that are looking for something good, God will bless you. God will prosper you. And finally, don't forget that all the things we are doing, let it not distract you. There is a danger coming. We have one world government system that is out there. We must use our sense to follow. And we must pray for Donald Trump. I'm going to make a video about Donald Trump. Remain blessed, and see you next time. Thank you.